What's going on? For those that follow us and join our lives, man, we couldn't make yesterday work. It was actually a couple guys' birthday this week. Miles, shout out to Miles. His birthday was on Monday.
Yes, sir.
Um, I don't know how old he turned, but his birthday turned Monday, and then we had the wrap around fast for yesterday was my birthday. So we were celebrating some birthdays. We also had some technical difficulties, so we just couldn't make yesterday work. But we're here tonight. Shout out that boy Short, aka Aaron, and then myself. We locked in. We may have some late stragglers, but we locked in right now. Aaron, you want to talk about our fantasy matchup, fantasy football?
No, I do want to talk about our fantasy matchup, but not football. You know what I'm saying? Football
It's
has been.
crazy. Me and Aaron Me and Aaron had a matchup in both fantasy basketball and fantasy football. For those that are not aware for fantasy basketball, last week was the first week of fantasy basketball. But Aaron, I'll let you talk about fantasy basketball and then I'll talk about fantasy football.
No, I got to tell you how I was feeling though about the fantasy football matchup, bro. Because I was out. Me and my girl, we were at dinner, and we got the game was in the background, and I'm telling her like, damn, like me and Ant right now, we in a close ass matchup in fantasy basketball and football. But right now, all I need is a Rod touchdown, and we chilling. And so I seen the touchdown. I'm like, oh, it's good. Like, okay, I'm back in the game. Like, I got a little confidence, right? So then later that day or later that night, I just go to check because usually I'm expecting to see like 100% zero in terms of like the probability of winning. And then I look, I see 54. Like I was like, what the fuck? I see this nigga Juju Smith. I'm like, oh, bruh. But then I'm like, I bet 3 points. Like he the fourth, fifth receiver. Of course, this nigga gonna get the catch, bro. On what? Early in the second or the second half. Yeah, man, he needed three and he got 4 points, bro. So I lose that matchup by 2 points. Shit, heartbreaking. But fantasy basketball, we rally back. You know what I'm saying? To start off the new season, Aaron Gordon gave me, I think, 70 off his 50 ball. You know what I'm saying? Got Joker on there. It was a good matchup though. Two of the highest scores facing off week one. So, I had to take the edge on that. We locked into basketball. Football is a lost cause at this point.
Well, I'll tell you my point of view on that piece. Um, I was not as happy about basketball because, like he said, he beat me. I feel like, first off, I feel like I have the best team in the league, right? So for those that are aware of just hoop in general, I got like just to name five. I got Giannis, Brunson, Paulo Banchero, Franz Wagner, and John Morant. So I'm like, oh, cool, I'm straight. The whole week, like I'm projected to have the most. It's not even close. Like I've just been the front runner. And then I believe it's Thursday night. That Thursday, the Warriors played the Denver Nuggets and Aaron has Jokic, right? So I'm already expecting Jokic to put a good amount of numbers up. Jokic went crazy, of course, he always do. Um, but then Aaron Gordon, out of all people, put up stupid numbers. Did he put up a 50 ball?
He had 50 on the dot. I think he had 10 threes, which was a career high, too. So, shout out to AG, man. Bay Area's finest. We in that bitch. Appreciate it, dog. I might have to
Man,
send you some.
Aaron Gordon went off on me one game, and I don't think he even came close. Like he put up 72 that week, and his last two performances he put up 50 at least. Like, come on, man. So
Hey,
I was
man.
still okay, but then Aaron also got LaMelo Ball, who went crazy with
I
like
think he had
38,
a.
13, and 13.
He had 80. I think he had 82. If I'm not mistaken, he had 82 points,
Yeah.
bro, which I ain't never seen that even from Jokic. I mean, he probably did that last year when he had that 60-point triple double, but I never had someone on my team that could get that many points, bro. So to see that, bro, I was like, let's go. It's low key like a sell high moment though, because You know, he injury prone. So whoever in our fantasy league that want to take Lamelo off my hands, bro, come holla at me, bro.
Yeah, I got John Moran for you, bro. But
Ah, no, I don't want
man,
that
as
guy.
I was saying, so so the funny part about football, so I feel like my team is kind of in a space where I couldn't really drop anybody because I feel like everybody is critical. I either have somebody that was a premier starter or somebody that is like a key handcuff or something like that. So I knew I had to drop somebody. I end up having to drop Bam Knight, who is eventually like he's filling in for Trey Benson right now for the Cardinals. And so for the longest, I was trying to hold on to like all of my guys. So I was one less man off the roster, and I was like, okay, like I could still pick up somebody. So when Aaron was talking about that Aaron Rodgers play, um, I ended up picking Juju Monday morning because he played that night or Sunday night, either Monday morning or Sunday
So,
night,
it was
to
Sunday
give
night.
myself a chance. And I'm glad Juju caught both of his targets because I needed all of that.
Literally, bro. I can't stand fantasy football because I didn't have some. I ain't saying my roster stacked, but like I remember one year, bro. I had Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson and still missed the playoffs. Like it's just I don't know, bro. I felt like I had a decent team this
I
year,
wonder
and
who
it
else you have, bro.
man, I think I had Cordell Patterson when he was like taking off a little bit. When he had that, I forget what team he was playing for, but there was like one,
He was
not
the running
last
back
season.
for the Falcons, I
Yeah,
think.
for the Falcons, he was going crazy a little bit. But I don't remember everybody else on that team. But I remember I ended up trading Jamar Chase away. But like my team not even weak, bro. That's the fucked up part. Like I said, I got 5 losses under 10 points. You know, so that just let me know that like there's a couple weeks where Derrick Henry had 2 points, Cortland Sutton couldn't get a fucking point or had a point. You know what I'm saying? J-Mo, they paid that man $90 million to be a decoy, the most expensive decoy in the NFL, bro. Which is crazy. I'm not expecting J-Mo to go for 20. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown's job. But like, bro, you are supposed to get at least like 12 to 15 points, bro, and you can't even get a target in the game. See, I need the FBI on that shit, honestly, bro, because that's
Yeah,
crazy.
I
Ain't
didn't.
no
I
way,
have not.
ain't no way JMO should not have at least 5 to 7
Man, the
targets in
Feds
the
doing the
game.
sweep right now.
They are, bro, but they looking in the wrong spots, bro. They need to go back over to the NFL because that's where the grimiest shit is happening, bro. We over here talking about fucking poker and basketball. These niggas in the NFL is
It said
grimy,
that
bro.
James Harden tweet. James Harden need to be invested. That's actually crazy.
Oh, 100% he do. 20 points at half and then zero. I mean, hold on, bro. Hold on. Because he did go up against our squad, you know what I'm saying?
That's
And
actually
we did have a good defensive game plan. We took him out. Kawhi didn't shoot good last night either. I just think, you know, the addition of Jimmy Butler, bro, we might be on to something, you know what I'm saying? So Kaminga was primary defender on James Harden too. So
You know what? It's the same. It's the same cycle every time. The Warriors for the last 2 years has started off hot. We are going to be talked about like, oh, they're going to be a threat this year again. Like even the year we had Chris Paul, like we started off hot, and then the moment Steph Curry gets hurt, we go on a tragic slump. So I'm just hoping everybody
th-
stays healthy.
this don't feel
But
different to
I'm
you
I'm
though?
I'm I'm not going to put no, because once again, once Steph Curry gets hurt, I believe if sorry, let me not say once.
Hey,
If
yeah, that's
him
kind of
he get
fucked up,
hurt,
bro.
even Jimmy Butler, even Jimmy Butler, right? If one of them get hurt, we're kind of cooked. So that's why. Um, but man, Jonathan Kaminga, if and Aaron knows, man, I've always been like against the Jonathan Kaminga, like having him on the team, especially when I didn't see him really being a good fit. I think he's a good player, but not a good fit. But after this year, he's kind of been showing ways that he's been a good fit for the Warriors. I think he's been meshing well in the system. He's not just trying to score all the time. He's able to slow the pace down. Usually, Jonathan Kaminga, he's going 100 miles per hour. He's going to try to get a basket. He's going to try to yell for a foul. He's going to get baited into fouls. Like he was that type of guy, right? You see the
Oh yeah,
potential, but the way Warriors basketball flows, it's just more of a ball movement. Let's hit the right spots. Obviously, Curry has a lot of leeway, but everybody else, like, let's just make the right play, and we're gonna get something out of it.
for sure. For me though, it do feel different because uh, like let's just say if Steph goes down and we still got everybody else healthy, I think what you've seen besides the Blazer game when he went nuclear early and we still lost. When we always used to talk about those non-Steph minutes when Steph goes to the bench, and then pre Jimmy it was Andrew Wiggins, Draymond, or whatever, whoever was on the floor could never maintain a lead or keep the gap close for when he comes back in the game. I think the way Jimmy is able to control the pace throughout the entire throughout the basketball game when he's on the floor, I think that kind of stabilizes our group a little bit because he does run with the youngins a little bit when he's out there, and that's without Steph. So I think he'll be able to operate a little bit better, especially with J.K. playing the way he's playing now, and Moses Moody, who is becoming a sniper right now. I think we'll be all right. Obviously, we'll be hurting because that's right now. I think that's 30 points a game or 20 some points a game, 27 maybe. That will be missing, but I think we'll be all right if he has to go down and miss some time. I do hope that our start we can maintain this. So like when we're talking about when we hit like February or March, like we can be able to get Steph and those older guys some rest days, some low management days, which we couldn't do last year because we were in the playoff push, which obviously that affected us come second round. Steph hurts his hammy first game of the second round and stuff like that. But I'm really optimistic about this squad. You mentioned J.K. All his mid range, he's shooting less mid range jumpers, which we like because he thought he was Kobe for some reason. All of his points are coming at the rim, so it means he's attacking, which that's his strongest skill set. And it's not there yet, but his passing has been 10 times better than what it was last year. We're seeing him hit Steph backdoor and shit like that. Like this is the JK that Steve has been always asking for. But I think, a young player so caught up in like, I need to score this. I need to average 20, 19, 20 points a game. So I'm glad he got somewhat of a contract this offseason so he could just focus on playing basketball because we see the results and what we're getting right now, and it's fucking beautiful. I was with you, trade JK, but nah, keep that man and pay him after next year too. If he plays like this throughout the year.
If he plays like this throughout the year, we'll have to give him the max. Are you comfortable with that?
Yeah, for sure. Because we need a future. Uh, we've been trying that two timeline thing. I mean, it started with James Wiseman, obviously Jordan Poole didn't work out. But you obviously need a bridge up until when Steph leaves. And I'm not sold on Pods being that gap. I think he could be a piece. But when you're looking at like you need a bona fide star, I think JK has that. Just with the way he plays, he has that wow factor. He could get you if he's like the lone scorer on that team, like if he was on a weaker team like the Jazz or I don't know, whatever, he could average 25 if he wanted to. Like he could get a bucket. And you're going to need that from when the older guys go. And so yeah, I'd pay that for sure. And I see what Joe Lacob sees when he's like, I don't want to get rid of this dude. And obviously Mike Dunleavy had the same thought. I think the story came out. They're like, we don't want to trade him away to Shaq and see him blow up there. So they know the potential's there. So I think if he stays playing this way, he's going to get that max. And I'm completely fine with that. One, because it's not my money, so I don't give a fuck. But two, it'll be deserving. Like that means he's averaging what, 15 to 16 points a game, averaging almost 7 to 8 rebounds a game with 4 assists. That's perfect, if you ask me.
Yeah. Man, I like it. I like the energy that he brings. It'll be interesting to see how consistent he can be. Because it was even like he's even like grabbing boards, like
That's what I'm
little
saying.
shit like that, where it's kind of like he was just so nonchalant, so cool, like previously, where now he's attacking the boards, he's attacking the rim. The passing, like I've been impressed by his vision and the way he's just been able to hit people and on time. Like he's just turning a new leaf. And the only thing I do wish, and I'm sure this will happen throughout the season, it's only been 4 games. I want to see him more on the court without Steph because I
Yeah.
feel like whenever you put Steph and Kaminga on the bench together, then there's not enough explosive opportunity. If that makes sense, not saying Steph is explosive athletically, but Kaminga is. But Steph can score in explosive ways where it just kills the other team's, vibes. So
Right.
they both have an explosive component to it in different ways. So to see that go on the bench at the same time is kind of like and I'm sure we'll see it once again. But I wish that's what I do want to see. I want to see how that kind of fare. Of course, he got to be with Jimmy Butler more, and that got to work out. But I think they'll be fine. I like the addition of Al Horford and just how he's been just you can already see his presence. There was one play where like you just see he was getting frustrated, and it was by like basketball IQ-ness, right? Like there was a
Yeah.
play where we left. I forgot who we left open. It was against the Nuggets, but it might have been Aaron Gordon. He hits a three late in the game. Draymond was trying to help out, and then he was too late of going back, recovering back to his man, and Al Horford's like, man, how this dude get open? Or Draymond, I think Draymond got screened by Jamal Murray. That's what it was, and then Jokic passed the
You know what I
flare.
like about
But
Al though? What I like about Al is like when he gets switched out on the perimeter on a guard, like he be holding his own, bro. Like he's not getting blown by. Like there's a few games that we've seen this year. We've seen, I think, especially that Nuggets game when Jamal Murray had him in isolation at the top of the three. Like I ain't saying he locking him up, but he's forcing some tough ass shots. Like he not getting blown by, and we kind of seen that when that during that final series when we played him, and Steph had him in isolation a lot. Now, granted, Steph cooked his ass, but he made Steph work. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if it wasn't Steph being who Steph is, like Steph took some tough ass threes, some long distance ones. But like that's what I like the most because last year we had, I mean, we kind of had that with Kevon Looney a little bit, but as you can see, the hips was getting to him. He wasn't able to stay connected as well as he did in previous years. And then Quentin Post, obviously, him being a rookie last year, you don't expect him to, let alone stay with bigs, but point guards. But that's one thing I do like about having Al Horford is his defensive presence on being able to switch that because like we're not it's not a panic mode, it's not a oh shit like I got a guard on me so now I'm finna panic and then now I give up a bucket. He there the whole step or every step, so that's what I like the most right
yeah,
now.
absolutely. Shout out to the chat. Our boy Miles was not able to make it in tonight. He was part of the technical difficulties, but he said Al was in sweats the other night. He ain't doing nothing, and then he ain't doing that in April. Them OLEDs gonna be worn down.
Is
Yeah,
he
good luck
talking
to the
about
Lakers.
Al?
Hopefully,
Is he talking about Al or
uh,
LeBron James? I'm
hey,
confused.
all I gotta say is shout out to Xfinity. They doing their thing out there.
Hey,
But with that
trash.
being said, who are some other guys in the league that are really impressing you some sort of way?
Tyrese Maxey. I mean, he's not impressing because I expect this, but I mean, he's a big part of the reason why they're undefeated right now out in Philly. Tyrese Maxey, I think, is average. I think he's leading the league in scoring right now. And then you kind of got to go with his running mate right now, VJ Edgecombe. I know. We had a segment I think on rookies earlier, like in the summer, and we all kind of expected Cooper Flag to be that number one guy. But I mean, VJ is looking like a solid lottery pick right now. I think he's. I don't know what his points per game is, but I mean, he looked like he belongs. So those two right now have definitely caught my attention out on the east side.
Yeah, I'm glad you said Tyrese Maxey because Tyrese was going to be my pick, right?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say a name. Like I'm gonna say a name for y'all that you may not know, unless you're really tuned into hoops. But Kaishan George out in Washington, the Wizards, he's going to be something. He's going to be something. One thing about him, he can play both sides of the ball. He can handle the rock. He's not going to be like a 30 a night guy, maybe not even a 25 a night guy, but he is somebody that for his second year, and granted, it's only been a week and a half, he's been very impressive. He's been making the right decisions. He guards the best player on the other team, but once again, he's on the Washington Wizards, so like nobody's going to ever watch him.
Nah.
Um,
Hell no. I
unless
don't.
they unless they got the league pass and they're gonna tune in like that, right? But Kaishan George is somebody that probably I will say maybe year three, year four is going to be considered like one of the guys that can maybe have a run for their first All Star.
I'm glad you brought up second year players. And before I say this, this is one reason why I love fantasy. And I don't know if I'm alone with this, but like playing fantasy basketball, obviously, you got to be locked in every week, if not every day. You know what I'm saying? And so, I mean, I watched their first game, and AJ Mitchell, backup point guard for the Thunder. I think he's averaging 18 right now. This is his second year in the league. His first year was cut short due to injury. But this man has came in to back up Shea, and he's been hooping. Like, you talk about somebody that maximizes their opportunity. Like, I think he was probably behind Caruso, Casey Wallace, and Aaron Wiggins. But, you know, they dealt with some injuries early on, and so he got his opportunity. And, man, he's came in and started hooping. Like, I had to pick him up in fantasy, and he's giving me, like, damn near 25 to 30 points. I didn't even know who this was prior to the season. So this just goes to show that Sam Presti and his draft scouts or his team, bro, they really be locked in, bro, which is crazy because no one knew
Bro,
who the fuck
crazy.
AJ Mitchell was, bro, outside of Oklahoma City. And now he's coming in getting closing minutes at times. But when, like I said, when Shea is down, he's coming in and he's providing a spark and like not just scoring, but he could facilitate too. So it's crazy. AJ Mitchell, shout out to you, bro.
Man, I think one last thing, man, and I'm disappointed just to see early on, but it's been a bunch of injuries like already. Like it's been a week and a half, and it's not even like it shouldn't be load management. Maybe Joel Embiid might be the only load management player out there, but it's just like a bunch of injuries. Like you got Luca, you got LeBron, you got Jalen Green, you got obviously Paul George recovering.
Anthony Edwards.
But yeah, Anthony Edwards. I just hate how the season started off with all of these injuries because especially how we didn't talk about this yet, but NBC, man, they're trying to step the game up for the league. Like
They're
I
cooking for
really
sure.
enjoyed the introduction and the content that NBC had last Tuesday. They're doing like the starting five lineup, which is kind of weird how they did for the NFL. So
Feel like
it'll
Sunday
be
night football.
interesting how that evolves. I was expecting some people to like not already say their college or anything like that. I don't even know if they showed the Warriors lineup,
They
but
did.
um, okay. Did everybody say their schools?
I think so. Yeah. Uh,
Okay,
I think so. Yeah.
because with like
They
Draymond and
either
Jimmy in there, I was like, maybe somebody say something
they
goofy.
either say they either say schools or like I think Bojan Bojanovic said like his country. So like they're not
Yeah,
as
yeah, yeah,
crazy
yeah.
as NFL players yet, where they're like him University or I think I forgot Demo said some crazy shit when he was we was on Sunday Night Football the other
Oh, he
night.
said Hyena 49er,
Yeah, bro.
Hyena University. I'm like,
Yeah,
bro, that's corny.
yeah. When he said tomato, tomato, like they should have fucking stopped it. Like, nah, bro.
That's
Where you
corny.
from? Where your college at, bro? You ain't doing all that. Not on national television.
Man, so that's crazy. And then once again, that investigation, bro, like that's I think I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. What more come out of it? Obviously, you had Terry Rozier situation come out of it. I don't know if Malik Beasley is tied to this one with the FBI or not, but I know he was a target last season. Um, Chauncey Billups coached one game, and they was like, "Yeah, hey, come on." So now you're
Hey, we
starting
need
to
you
hear
for a
game
second, kid.
names like now we starting to hear names like Kevin Garnett and stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting. I think it was somebody on football like Antonio Gates or something that was
I
tag
seen that.
or
Yeah, yeah, I
yeah,
seen
tagged
that. I
with
think it was him.
poker shit.
I think it's just crazy that it's just
J Mo.
like, like, uh, like in Chauncey Billups situation, bro. You got one of the best jobs in the entire world, bro. You're a head coach in the NBA, and you feel like you need to on the side, like, be a part of this illegal poker scheme where they got X-ray vision and shit like that. And it don't make sense, bro. It's like, is that gambling shit that addicting to where you're like borderline robbing niggas now? Because I think they ended up robbing one dude, or basically take like 1 point something million from a dude that went to that poker game. And it's just like, what do you gain from that? Like, obviously it's money, but like, bro, you get a check on the first and the 15th from the NBA, bro. Like, and you making well over a couple M's. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, what's the point? And is it worth it? Because now you out of a job, possibly. You ain't even getting paid. They said they putting that shit in escrow just in case. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's what is the benefit? Like, obviously now you tied in with the mafia too, so it's just like, bro, if the mafia had some shit on me and they said the only way you could get this shit or get out of this shit is if you do this one thing for me, you fix games or you hold, I'm snitching. I don't care how many people I gotta snitch on, bro, but I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. My debt ain't
Gilbert
worth my
Arenas.
fucking. My debt is not worth my life, bro. I'm sorry. We gonna find a way, but I'm not throwing games. I'm not doing none of that shit. Like, on the phone singing, bro. So the fact that they value whatever they doing over their professional jobs, it's crazy. Cause Terry Rozier, like, he guilty. He did that shit. We seen his clips. That I think that one clip when against the Hornets, bro, he just fumbling the ball randomly. Like, he did that shit. But it's just like, why, bro? You scheduled to make $26 million, and you still feel like you need to take the under for what, a couple 100,000? Like, shit, crazy to me, bro.
Yeah, they was talking about it on Inside the NBA. And I think Kenny described it well. It's just when it comes to a point where it's just greed. Like you got everything you need. Like so, when it comes to that point, you just being greedy, and it's just selfish actions of the risk, and something as big as that, and have to try to have that type of integrity. Or you have the lack of integrity. It's just
Right.
crazy how guys put themselves in that predicament.
My thing is, bro, like, hold on. Like, okay, let's just say I'm finna fix a game. Like, I tell you niggas to take the under. I'm finna go out with an injury, right? Like, I seen the clips. Like, they somehow found the clips. I think Jonte Porter had an eye thing. They put that up. Terry Rozier, I think it was like his foot. Like, bro, if I'm gonna like do some shit like that, I'm gonna sell it, bro. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna get hurt. I just don't know what my injury gonna be at, but I'm gonna make sure I get hurt. Like, whether that be I go for a layup and it get clipped and land on my back or my shoulder, or I'm gonna hang on the rim, you know what I'm saying, and then fall back. Like, I'm gonna make sure like I get hurt to sell this shit, bro. Cause I'm gonna be like, nah, nigga, I really got hurt. Whole time that was part of the plan,
Yeah.
but it's just they not even selling this shit right. Like, I seen the video of Terry Rozier. I think he got a bucket and then he just went down and started touching his ankle and then he was out for the game. So I'm like, y'all niggas not even selling this shit right, bro. Like, I'm gonna run into the stanchion or like dive for a loose ball out of bounds or some shit. Like, I'm doing something. Y'all not finna just catch me that easy, my nigga. Like, but
Yeah.
hey, that's
It
them.
was
You know what I'm saying?
so I actually heard of a situation. So I knew this guy that worked the Super Bowl, right? And he was working like security. And he was telling me a story on during the Super Bowl, and it's not the last Super Bowl, but it's the one before that where the Niners played the Chiefs.
Yeah.
And there was two guys that ran on the field during the game, right? So when they took the guys off the field and they was getting the guys off the field, the guys was telling the story of how like they was happy, like they was joyful, right? And he was saying they was getting paid because somebody bought them their tickets, right?
Yeah.
And they told them to run on the field. And they told them, hey, take the over because somewhere there was a prop of saying fans was going to run on the field, right?
See, get me
So
involved
not
with
only
that.
did they get their tickets bought, right? Not only did they get their tickets bought, right, to watch a game, but they took the over, right? And they got whatever amount of money that they got out of it. Like, imagine the people that told them to do it, how much they got out of it. The people that
Right.
pay for their ticket, right? So, and even like, once again, like, you ran on the field, they ain't go like you're not going to jail. Like they
Nah,
may put you in holding for a little bit, but
you just banned from life for life, and that's cool. I mean, that's what they got 70-inch
yeah,
TVs for is with surround sound. You know what I'm saying? But what is your price though, bro, to run on the field? Like, what's your
that's
starting
what I'm
price?
saying. Like to do that.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, I'll do it for free. I'll put my whole savings on the over.
For free is
You give
crazy.
me you
If
giving
they
me a
get
free ticket? Nah, shoot, I'm getting my whole retirement plan, putting that all on the over.
see, you could do that and still get a
I'll
fee
pay
though.
this.
Like
I'll pay this money. Look, I'll pay this money back real quick. Let me just take a loan out real quick. I need it.
trust me, bro. I got it. I, bro, for me to do that, to do that, and I know depending on what they put down on it, I I need at least 10, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. 10 to run out on the field and look stupid. Cause then, like, what if I get tackled by one of them niggas, bro? I don't know. Ooh, we went to the
Nah,
49er
10 is
Ram game.
crazy.
No, it's not, bro. Cause look,
10 is
me and
crazy.
Alexa
Look, you
went
got
to
to
a
think
Monday
about
night
this.
game against the Rams and the Niners, bro. And some nigga ran out on the field. And this one Bobby Wagner was on the Rams, bro. And this nigga Bobby came in. Blah! I'm talking like you remember when Drew Brees got hit by Ahmad Brooks and the nigga neck was going this way and his body was going that way? Like, bro, that nigga was in the hospital, bro. Like, I need 10 because like five might
Bro,
cover my hospital
first
fees,
of all,
bro.
you're an athlete, bro. You know better than that.
Was an
Second,
athlete.
if they offer you two bands, you're not doing it.
No, I'll do it. I'm just saying, I won't. You said free though. At least I'll take two. You said free. I really won't. I
Hey,
really want 10 though.
I'm
Like, cause why
look
not? If
free,
you finna be rich
free,
off of me looking like an
and then I'm
idiot,
putting the whole retirement on the over. So
my IRA ain't that high yet though. So you know what I'm saying? I still got some time to build that bitch up.
Auntie, let me borrow some money.
Hey, hey, let me get nah, bro. I need 10. I need 10 for sure. It's cool though. I'll take two though. I'll take two. And then depending on what the motherfuckers bet, I might need a percentage. So I might not even say 10 off rip. I might just say I need a percentage of whatever you made. So and I'm gonna know
I'm
hey,
sure they
I'm
just came
snitching.
up with a base, but it's ain't nothing to snitch on because it's like we ran on the field. All you have to say is we ran on the field.
Yeah, but if you ain't trying to pay, I'd be like, they doing so. They told me to do this. It's illegal. They threatened my
I
life,
think
all
they
that
paid
type
them up front,
of. Man, if
but
you got paid up
once
front, they probably
again,
got a couple hundred or something.
once again, you are in control of what you can get out of it as well
Right,
without dealing with them.
right.
So
That's crazy though. Hey man, for anybody that's in the
if you
Portland
see me
metro
on TV
area,
one day acting the
hey,
fool,
I was gonna say, bro, anybody in the Portland metro area, bro, if y'all catch me at a Blazer game, just know I'm with the shits, man. Just come correct with the payment, bro. Hey, I run on that court, bro. I damn near snatch the ball, fade away from half court, hit the Dame time on niggas. Even if I airball it, that just mean I got my money, nigga. Yeah, we good though. Hit me up, man.
Man. It's crazy. Um,
Hold on, bro. You trying to jump into a little trivia real quick before we get on to the next topic?
who knows ball?
It's kind of like that, yeah. It's kind of like that. But it's really it's one question though, and it was meant for a group. But I think you could answer this. I think you could get it on your own, bro. You ready?
All right. Yep.
Bet. So since 2015, we're going football here. Since 2015, excluding quarterbacks, can you name the top 10 touchdown getters? Receiving, rushing, all types of shit, except quarterbacks.
Since 2015, Derrick Henry.
That's one. He's number one on the list at 115.
2015. It's a lot of guys.
Till now,
Devontae
till
Adams.
now too. Devontae Adams, number two on the list at 106.
Okay, I'm going in order. Let's go.
Yeah,
Hey.
come on. Hey, see if you can get three
Uh,
though.
man,
And I'll
probably
give
not,
you
but
hints if you
CMC.
need it too. CMC, number
All right, how
seven
many
on the
hints I get?
list. Unlimited, bro.
Okay.
CMC, number seven on the list at 87 touchdowns.
I'm gonna try to go with no hints. Dang, I don't got no pen in here. Kamara.
Alvin Kamara, number six on the list at 87 touchdowns.
Nick
That's six
Chubb.
more. Nick Chubb is not on this list.
Okay. Um, touchdown getters since 2005. Is it too soon for AB? We're going AB.
Antonio Brown is not on this list.
Okay. Um, Todd Gurley.
Todd Gurley, number eight on the list at 79 touchdowns.
79.
79. Going crazy.
Gurley was
Hold
going
on. In
crazy.
85 games played though, the less amount of games out of the people in the top 10.
Okay. Mike Evans.
Mike Evans, number four on the list at 95 touchdowns.
Dang. All right. So I got four more.
Yes, sir.
Uh, boom, 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 boom. Don't give me no hints.
All right. Ready, brother?
Uh, I don't want to say. There's a couple. I'm thinking of three guys. I want to say their
Bro,
stint was too short just from the time period,
just saying,
but
bro.
I'm gonna go with Jettis.
Jettis is not on this list. He will be
He's not on
soon,
the
but
list.
not
Or
now.
Jamar. Jamar.
Jamar is not. No, Jamar is not on this list either.
Okay, 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 okay. I gotta go the
I
other
can give
direction then.
the best hints I can give
Uh,
you that I could give you divisions, or positions if you want.
okay. Let's hold off a little bit.
All right.
Mixon.
Joe Mixon, number nine on this list at 74.
Oh,
Three more, man.
74. Joe Mixon. Woo. I feel like is of course it gotta be running back heavy. Who is another? I feel like Saquon's not on there, but I'm gonna say Saquon. F it, I don't lose nothing
Saquon,
off of it.
great guess, but not on the list. Has some injuries, a lot of
Yeah, I
injuries.
wouldn't think so because he's been hurt. Yeah,
Hmm.
he's been hurt. Um, non-quarterback. It's not gonna be. Oh, Travis Kelsey. I'm tripping.
Travis Kelsey, number 10 on the list at 74 touchdowns.
I don't think Tyreek will be on there.
You got two more left.
No.
You got
What numbers are they on the list?
number three and number five.
Yeah, Tyreek didn't have more than them. Um, 3 and 5. It's not Le'Veon.
Nope.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Ezekiel Elliott, number 5 on the list at 88 touchdowns. One more left.
Woo! Who is three? All right. Come on, Cook, Ant. Cook, Ant. Um, it's not CD. No, I want to go like team, but that might take too long. Um, no hits, no hits, no hits.
I was gonna say I got one lifeline.
Not MT. He just catches.
Nope, not MT.
He just catches. Who else is going crazy? D Hop.
Nope, it's not DeAndre Hopkins.
Okay. I feel like it's a. If Ezekiel Elliott had five, I feel like it's a running back. Somebody that gets the ball every.
I will save you the time. It's not a running back.
Yeah, I did not want that hit, but it's okay. It's not a running back. It could also be a
I,
tight end, but I doubt there's going to be more tight ends that got more touchdowns than Kelsey. Um, it's not Julio. He don't get in the box.
nope.
Number three. That mean they've been doing this for a minute. It's not.
For
It can't be Stephon. No, no, it's
Diggs?
not Stephon.
Nah,
Yeah, it's not Stephon.
it's not Stephon Diggs.
Okay. Number three, we got Henry, Derrick Henry at number one, Devontae Adams in number two. Who was getting touchdowns like that? At I'm assuming it's this year. All right, I'm just start guessing. Since 2015.
Best way to go.
Dang, it's not Antonio Brown. Okay. That
That's
I
why.
thought he was. I knew his stint was kind of shortened because of like his last really real year was in 2020. So all right,
Yeah, that's why I told you it's not a running back. 'Cause I didn't want you going down that running back hole, bro.
yeah. Receivers. I mean Cardinals receivers. No. Rams. No, it's not Cooper Cup. He had. Is it Tyreek Hill? It can't be Tyreek Hill.
It is Tyreek Hill at 96 touchdowns.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
that's
I was
crazy.
like, I was like,
I
you
said
said
the
it
name.
too.
I didn't think it would be. I didn't think Tyreek would have more touchdowns than Kelsey. That's why.
Yeah, bro. You literally did what I did when you did the trivia when about the yards, bro. And I had said Josh Gordon and talked myself out of that. Said Mike Thomas and then talked myself out of that one. You just got to just say that bitch sometimes.
Just say, and I didn't have nothing to lose, so I
No,
should have just
exactly.
said it.
Yeah, man, good shit, man. All 10, no hint.
One hit, one hit, one hit.
I don't count, bro. We would have been here forever, bro, because you would have started going down running back names. I'd have been like, nope,
For real.
nope, nope, nope.
I
Yeah,
definitely know Miles wasn't getting all that.
yeah,
He probably would have got
yeah.
half.
Yeah, no, that would have the way I would have did it. I would have just had all y'all work together, like casino versus the house type shit. And see if y'all could get that 10.
Yeah, I figured
Yeah, yeah, man.
solo dolo, yes sir.
Hey, but sticking on NFL terms, man. What has been the biggest shock to you so far 9 weeks through the season?
The biggest shock. I mean the Ravens, but I won't do the typical. Um, the biggest shock. My biggest. I mean, it's not big shock. Never mind. Let me not say that because it's not my
I feel like it's an obvious one,
biggest shock.
if we're being honest.
Go ahead.
It's the revival of Indiana Jones, man. Like 7-1, best team in the league. That offense is looking stupid right now, bro. Like Jonathan Taylor actually being considered for MVP talks right now. I think he has 14 touchdowns. That's more than what. That's almost. Saquon had 15 in his Offensive Player of the Year campaign. You got Daniel Jones looking like the first round pick the Giants thought he would be. And it's crazy. I'm not sure if the stats correct, but they only punted a handful of times. Like I think they have been one of the most efficient offenses in the NFL through 9 weeks of football. So it's got to be the coach, man. Like no one's really expected this. Probably no one outside of that locker room probably expected this start, mainly because we had a lot of
And
questions at quarterback. Say that one more time.
and some people inside didn't expect it either.
Probably. But yeah, man, I think that's gotta. And one thing I do gotta shout out. Not that she give a fuck, but their owner, Carly Ursay, the daughter of Jim Ursay, the late great. Man, her being on the sideline, I know a lot of people like when they seen that in the preseason was like, man, she micromanaging da 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 da. But like, I feel like that's really beneficial, bro. You got an owner that's that locked in, wants to know the operation of the offense and the defense. She said it herself. She was like, I need to know who I gotta fire if shit goes wrong, like, cause I need to know if it's the player's fault or is it the coach's fault. And I'm like, bro, that's the realest shit ever. And she was like, I wish more owners would adapt to that because they will understand the decisions that they're making. Because like, let's be real, like a lot of the owners probably don't give a fuck about. I mean, they give a fuck about their football team, but not to the extent that she does, bro. Where she's on the sideline almost every game with the headset on, taking notes, listening. Like that's a real football junkie, and I got nothing but respect for that, bro. Because it's a real complicated game that we watch, and like a casual probably doesn't know half the shit that goes on, but for her to sit there and listen to play calls and understand what's going on the field, man, that's I ain't saying that's what's attributing to the 7-1 start, but it definitely got them motherfuckers on their toes, like the coaching staff, because they like, hey, boss woman, she listening to everything, like she gonna know whose fault it is. So like, I respect that, 100%.
Mhm. And leadership starts from the top as well. Um, and it shows when you see stuff like that, and not like the damn Jets owner
Man,
where you just throwing people under the bus. Shoot, even the Browns owner throwing people under the bus, where they just talking about these QBs like they're not on their team, like Jay just
right,
don't give a damn. Like damn, like, and I'm that is something I'm happy about for Justin Fields, right? Just that moment, and he was very vulnerable. He was talking about how he was crying and how he was praying in his closet and stuff like that, and just for him to have that moment after somebody in that position like trash you like that, like
right.
I'm excited for it, even though it ruined my survivors pool pick. Like um, I picked the Bengals. I've been doing good all year, and then the Bengals down messed me up. But like I'm excited for Justin Fields, just for the for that moment. I know I'm not the biggest Justin Fields guy, but just to see like I was cheering for him slightly because once again I had that survivor pool, but I didn't put no money in the survivor pool, so I don't lose anything. Um, but yeah, it was a great moment.
It is.
I'm hoping Fedor kind of gets a moment as well. Just how like he's kind of been thrown under the bus. Not as bad as the Justin Fields comments, but just to show the lack of support that you get from the person that signed your checks. And like I get it, you're not the person that doing the drafting and the signing, but from a public figure, especially if they ain't doing no wrong off the field and things like that, like man, like you should always show some type of support to your players.
No, I think, and I'm not advocating for Fields to, or not Fields. I've never advocated for Shador to come in and just be the day one starter, but I think that situation that's going on in Cleveland right now, like I understand Dylan Gabriel is a rookie, and there's going to be some pains in that, some growing pains, some learning lessons. So I'm not going to knock him for that, but he hasn't really shown anything to be like, oh yeah, like that right there is why he's playing right now. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not. There's hasn't been a wow moment, and not saying he needs one, but like we ain't even get close to one. Like all of his touchdown passes, like the ones he threw last week, I mean, those are throws that if you miss that, you can't be an NFL quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not really diming shit up. And then like we see when he does try to push the ball down the field, it's intercepted. And like he's a small. I said this when we did our division breakdown. I don't know what y'all see or what they seen in Dylan Gabriel to get him in the third round of all rounds. You know what I'm saying? So I do I think Shador's a better quarterback than Dylan? Yes. I understand wanting to give Dylan his shot, and I think they've done that, but I don't think he deserves another one because, like, we're talking about you're on a team that has the best defense in the NFL and then the worst offense. And these are the same pieces that everybody was so hyped coming into the season because Jerry Judy kind of took off. Then Joku took off. We've seen what Quinshawn Judkins did in his very little time here, and you just really need a quarterback that can connect the dots. And I mean, we seen Joe Flacco early on not have success, but then have success in Cincinnati. So then now we kind of look at it like, is it a coaching problem now on the offensive side? Because Stefanski, he does call the plays, so it's just like, what's going on? Because Dylan Gabriel looks like if that he really should have been benched the week before last. But I would like to see Shador get his shot. I think he just has a better arm. He's probably not as mobile as Dylan, and I think that's his problem. He likes to escape the pocket, thinking he's like Lamar or something, and he's not that. You're a pocket passer, and that's fine. But I think sooner or not he's going to get his chance, and I hope he maximizes his opportunity.
Man, that says a lot because you mentioned Stefanski. It's crazy to me how quick they are to fire in the NFL, how he still has a head coaching position. Now, granted, like so many things happen over there, but you see guys get fired for less, right? You see just just and maybe it's a Browns ownership thing, right? Maybe it's like, oh, we don't want to be like the other teams. We want to stick this one through and through because we really see something where it's like, dang, like they haven't been in the playoffs since Baker, right? Nah, they probably have like
No,
one.
they got bounced out the first round a couple of years ago. I forgot who was your quarterback, but it
Who's
wasn't a
the
long playoff.
quarterback?
Let's see. Man. Let's look
So it
it up
wasn't
real quick.
Deshaun.
Last time the Browns made playoffs, 2023. Uh, Might have been Deshaun. Let's see. Against the Texans.
Was it? I feel like he didn't play like a full year.
Player stats.
Huh? I
Oh
went
no,
back
it
to
was
not
Joe.
knowing ball.
It was Joe Flacco.
Flacco?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot he returned. Golly.
They went 11-7
Um,
this year too.
yeah. Well, he could. I guess he keep getting extensions because the year they're about to fire him, they get the playoffs. So,
Shit.
um,
He
well, speaking of firings, man, college, these college football firings with James Franklin was the first one. Then Billy Napier got fired after a victory, and then that man Chip Kelly, or Brian Kelly, my bad, Brian
Brian
Kelly
Kelly.
got
Yeah,
fired.
yeah. I
Man,
mean, I think the more surprising one, but not really, was James Franklin. Like, this is a guy who has been to. I mean, his resume obviously the biggest knock on him. He just couldn't win the big game. But I mean, I seen the Billy Napier one coming from a mile away. He's been underwhelming in his tenure at Florida. The Brian Kelly one, thank God that one happened because that's just a shit human in general. Terrible coach. But I don't can't remember a time where these dominant or not dominant, but like these schools, like top schools, like attractiveness, like LSU, Penn State, and Florida has all been open like this.
Florida.
I seen someone talking about it. There's just not really a lot of available coaches that you could potentially get to fill those spots, like big name coaches. Because I mean, the big talk is will Lane Kiffin leave Ole Miss? I'm just like, why would you? I mean, you built something at Ole
I
Miss.
think he will.
Why not stay there though and build off of the success that you've put into that program? That's confusing to me. I mean, unless they offer you some fat ass contract, then I guess you know what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
I really want to see
His
Nick Saban
name is
return.
Lincoln Riley. Lincoln Riley built Oklahoma. I mean, he didn't build Oklahoma because he was coming off of the stint that I forgot what the former coach name was there, but he had that
Swoops,
ship jumping. He had, yeah, Swoop. No. Swoop is
Stoops,
the black head coach, ain't he?
Stoops, Mark.
Stoops.
It was someone. It's Stoops
Yeah,
or
Mark
Swoop.
Stoops. Yeah, Mark Stoops. You right, Mark Stoops. Like he came in after him and he was just rolling at Oklahoma. And then he took the USC job and they was like, "Hey, we'll pay my money. We got private jets. We got this buku, all of that." And Ole Miss just doesn't seem that type of. I doubt Ole Miss have the type of money LSU and Florida has. Like look, you seen the buyout for Napier and Kelly. Like
50 ends, bro, to
now,
get fired, bro, sound like a fucking dream, dog. Like, bet.
I yeah, I thought Kiffin was going to be a shoe in for Florida, but I think LSU gonna push for Kiffin hard. Like it's gonna be real hard. Is pause. It's going to be interesting.
Hey,
Who else get in the mix? That Kirk Signetti, the way Indiana locked them up, it's
yeah,
they
they
kind
said
of
nah.
they helped themselves there. Um,
I
it's
seen
going to
Ed
be
Orgeron
interesting
said
if
he want to come back,
yeah. I don't know. If I don't know, like to LSU, I don't know, man.
and some
If
big
if he
news
get fired from
is
that place already,
the athletic director already has been told you're not making the hiring choices, which is crazy. Like the governor of Louisiana is making that choice, which I've never fucking heard of that shit. A politician making business decisions for the school. Maybe I'm just not that tapped into
it's
college football, but I didn't know that was a thing. I thought that's what athletic directors were for, bro. Like, but nah, the governor said
well,
we cool off
they
LeBron.
step in. They'll step in when it's time to step in. I'll tell you that.
He stepped in, all
Cause
right.
um Kevin Sumlin needs to come back. No, he doesn't. But he had a good run at Texas A&M
Where
with
is
Johnny
he at?
Manziel.
Is he still at Arizona?
Exactly.
No, he's not at
I
Arizona.
don't know.
No.
I don't think so. But it'll be interesting. Like even like the Georgia Tech coach, like, is he gonna stay there or is he gonna go? There's the North Texas coach has been getting a lot of um just a lot of talk lately.
Yeah.
Because like he was like Patrick Mahomes like OC or something. They was making all these comparison, and then the dude that's killing it at North Texas, he probably gonna go in the transfer portal. Um,
And
like just the job that he's done with North Texas, he may get something.
I'm all for like coaches, getting promotions and shit. I just think the way that it go, like they have to go about that, is a bit grimy. Just speaking from experience, not really experience, but I've seen it. Right, when Coach Smith from Oregon State left Michigan, like he knew he was leaving before that season even started, and that was a season in which the Beavers were ranked in the top fucking 10. Like, and he already had it out. Like, I'm out of here. He's negotiating throughout the season. And I just think that's crazy because like we ask our coaches, they ask players to be like locked in, like lock in, do your job, focus in. It's about the team. Forget the outside noise, and then the whole time you plotting on your escape. Like I said, I can't be against someone wanting to get a promotion essentially, but I just think the way that they have to go about it, the fact that they can be contacted in the middle of a season, like you already know, Lane already got his agents talking to probably LSU or whatever. That's why they had the team meeting and shit. Or that's why he had the team meeting with his team talking about like, hey, this is a good thing. That means we're doing a great job if they want to poach me. Basically soft launching like, hey, bro, the money right, I'm out of there, and I just want y'all to know, like, he basically telling them without telling them, like, I'm listening. You know what I'm saying? So,
And I
I
I respect that, right? And I'm not sure what comes out of that team meeting. Maybe he tells them I'm staying, I'm not leaving. Maybe he's telling them, hey, there's going to be some serious consideration. But a lot of coaches would not even talk about it, right?
No, I'm saying
And
that's what the
everybody
Coach
will
Smith
see it,
situation was.
right? So I respect the fact that, and once again, I don't, outside looking in, I don't know what they talked about, but just the fact that he is willing to even talk about it. I feel like Lane Kiffin's been one of those people that's kind of been more transparent, especially nowadays, just with situations. So once again, outside looking in, that's what it looks like.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. LSU, that'd be a hard job to turn down. Just the history of, I mean, the recent history of LSU, they probably got a shit ton of money. I mean, we see that crowd every Saturday night or Saturday. They know is football down there. So, I mean, but the same goes for Ole Miss too. But I guess it really, like every decision in life, bro, the shit just come down to money. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what type of run. We'll see if that affects the team in any way. Probably not, because everybody getting paid now. No one really plays for coaches no more. They play for NIL, so it may not have the same like. They'd be like, all right, well, shit, make sure you take me with you. I'm trying to go to LSU too, so it's a different game in college. So it might be a little easier. Who knows for coaches to dip up out of there.
Yeah.
Ole
But
Miss will hate them
man,
though for sure.
last thing before we end this off, who you think is the front runner for MVP?
The NFL,
Yep.
it's got to be Jonathan Taylor. I'm tired of this shit being a quarterback award. Like when you look at someone like last week, I said Christian McCaffrey, and deservedly so, because every 5 wins, you could say it was because of him. But when you look at what Jonathan Taylor's doing right now, 14 touchdowns. I mean, he's had consecutive weeks of 3 touchdowns in a game. Like, granted that O line is amazing, but you got to give it to the dude who's shining the most with the best stats. I mean, it's kind of hard to compete with quarterback in terms of stats, but like he's been the most valuable player to me. He's the engine to that offense right now. So I'd say Jonathan Taylor for sure.
Okay. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. I just
Who
think
you got?
it's not gonna happen. Him, him being a running back. Um,
Yeah.
you keep gaining noise. I think every time you turn, like something's rubbing on something.
Oh, my fault.
But nah, you straight. Um, I want to say Baker just because he didn't have a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna say Baker. With
It's a
with
solid
how
pick.
much that defense is doing well, and with him going without Bucky, and Buka for a week, Mike Evans going to be out for an extended amount of time. If they're still playing at a and able to win games without their top guys, I think he should be the front runner for sure. Even though like I hate to do it that way because Jonathan Taylor is going crazy, but when you are with the defense help and you are able to maintain the offense to be successful, I think that's qualifies as an MVP as well. So
For
um,
sure. That's a
hats off to
respectable,
Baker because
it's a respectable candidate for sure.
yeah, hats off to Baker because man, like you if you would have asked people 3 4 years ago about Baker, calling him a bust, he's somebody that is does not belong in the league. He's going to be a backup. He's going to be out the league. Whatever you want to label him, he is not labeled that anymore. Baker bet on himself. He's been put in some tough situations with the Panthers, and trying to deal him and Sam Darnold. He had a week. He got picked up or traded to the Rams, and he had like 3 4 days to prepare for the Thursday night game. Killed there, and then you get a chance in Tampa Bay. to follow in Tom Brady's shoes. Um, Granted, you was the number one. This is the number one pick, not being tough, but obviously, if you the first pick, you go into a bad team. But going to the organization like the Browns, and we know the Browns
The
could not
Dookie
keep a QB.
Browns.
So, right, shout out to him for being persistent and just being a testament of what resiliency looks like, and what like just not letting the narrative create you, you creating your own narrative. So
Facts. Hey, before we get out of here, man, I gotta address this. We do have a current viral video going on of a discussion that we had. And to everybody that's under those comments, y'all probably won't see this, but I see every single comment. And trust me, we are going to double back on the Ohio State receivers and Alabama running back comparison. I feel like we have to go back on that. It's been a lot of conversation. I think it's probably over 200 comments or 100 some comments under that post right now. Over 12,000 views, but over 300 something likes, man. So we appreciate the love. But we will be getting back to that conversation. Don't know when, but it seems like a hot topic right now for us. So yeah, we're gonna double back on that for sure, with some more insight, and we may even answer or respond to some of those comments live on the pod. So tune in for that.
bet
You wanna take us home, or should I just finish it up?
you got it.
Yeah, man. Well, I appreciate y'all. Episode 18 in the books. More store, man. It's a long journey. Halfway there. Not even, I don't know what I was trying to say with that, but we appreciate y'all. Like, subscribe if you can. Like, subscribe if you can, man. And yeah, we out of here.